to their world. It's not just chickens and the Angus herd. So take off your boots, relax, and go beyond the ranch.
Hi guys, welcome back to the not most unwatched live stream on YouTube. I'm Mike.
I'm Erin.
And this is Beyond the Ranch. This is a new addition to our house. I'm not a huge cat guy, I'll tell you, but
Are you sure?
I'm a sucker
like
for
him.
any animal that has a handicap. And so this is Nubs. And we'll give you one guess why he's called Nubs. He actually has a birth defect. You want to talk about it and show everybody?
Yeah, so if you follow us on TikTok, you've already met 3 Foot or Mr.
Oh, he has
Nubs.
a TikTok already? I missed that one. I didn't know he was in... Oh, wait a minute, he was laying with the other cat?
No.
No.
I introduced him on TikTok.
Oh, okay.
So, one Bigfoot, no foot.
No foot, yeah.
So, he's missing this whole bottom part of his foot. So his mom and dad brought him to our garage along with their other kittens, I don't know, a month-ish ago or so, and we noticed as they were scurrying around our garage that he limped, and then we're like, oh, he has no foot.
Yeah,
So
minus a foot.
took us a while to get him to be friendly. He was pretty feral, but yeah, now he's in our house.
What he's doing here, I have no idea.
So now we have 2 3-legged cats. I've decided that I'm going to try
That you're just going to go all in and
I'm
become
gonna
the crazy cat lady?
I'm going to collect the full set of 3-legged cats. So Kittler's also missing a back leg. If you guys remember Kittler, if you've been here for a while, she fell.
Kittler. K-I-T.
Yeah,
Every time you say that, I get emails.
she fell and broke her leg, and we had to amputate her leg. And so she's missing her other back leg.
Yeah.
So now he's missing his left back leg. So we need some missing front legs.
Well, we have other cats. Can we just go cut off some legs? I mean, if you want a full set, I can get it done tonight if that's what you're going
They're
for.
ultra rare.
They're ultra rare. Yeah, no doubt. Thank you guys very much for hanging out with us this evening. We've got some cool stuff in store for you guys. We're going to talk about the website, what we have coming up there, along with shipping of beef. We've got some Black Friday. Is it Black Friday? Black Thursday? What is that called? Black Fridays.
Yeah.
Black Friday sales
Your phone
coming
has
up.
to move.
And so I had to put my phone up here because my computer that we use for live streaming actually upgraded to Windows 11. And you see what they got rid of with Windows 11?
There's no clock.
We have no clock.
Why did they do that?
I don't know why they did that. So we have no clock. So that's why I set my phone up. But then every time somebody texts me, then it vibrates.
Is there an app to get?
There's probably something. I really haven't dug into it too weird. But
There's got to be an app for that.
there's something
Why
for
is
it.
there?
Erin hates it whenever they update
I hate
anything.
updates.
Oh my gosh.
Because they
You
don't
wanna-
do anything.
Oh, here she goes. Go watch
They
this.
just, I mean,
Here we go.
why did they just change how things look and just move stuff around? It's
They
frustrating.
probably changed something on the back end. They got rid of the clock, so maybe that saves RAM or something. I have no idea.
Oh, did you get scared of the printer?
I have no idea.
He's a
but
little skittish.
If you want to make Erin crazy, all you have to do is change something on your phone, computer, move an icon on her desktop, and you can see.
I understand that they increase functionality, but a lot of times they just make things look different and they just move stuff around and then you can't find
And then
anything.
they call it 2.0.
Like why we've had a clock on the bottom right of the Windows toolbar since Windows was invented.
Yeah.
Who said
way
this
back
was
in
a good
caveman
idea?
Days. Yeah. Crazy.
You also move the TV way far over that way.
Well, you
so-
always yell about your eye line, so I
Yeah,
moved
because
it.
it's way over there.
Do you want me to move it over?
It's fine. Now.
Okay.
I'm just looking way over there.
I'm sorry. I can move it, really. I can leave for a second and move the monitor.
You have to have 4 3-legged cats to make a full set, and they all have to be missing different legs.
Which means you have to have 4 cats, which,
We already have that.
I know.
Plus some. So I need the front legs.
Yeah, we all need something. Alrighty, guys. So we've got some new folks here hanging out with us. If you are new with us this evening, feel free to say hi, and we'll be happy to say hi back. Thanks to our moderators for hanging out with us this evening. Lori Habel, Matt Fensel is here, William Dunn, Bill the Tractor Guy, and Zach Hewitt. We've got a full crew tonight. So when we have everybody here, everything will go smooth, and and nothing bad will ever happen. So,
Sure.
And easy, and we are looking at your guys' questions and comments as we're going along here. So if you have a question, feel free to ask it. Easy just mentioned Gilbert's three-legged cat. I don't even ever remember talking about Gilbert's three-legged cat, but that was Fuzzy. Remember Fuzzy?
Yeah.
Was a three-legged cat also, but she was fuzzy before she was three-legged. So
Yeah,
kind of like
she
Hitler.
got caught in woven wire and was injured.
Yep.
And
Her leg kind of just fell off.
we asked Gilbert, do you want us to take her to the vet? Because Lexi, our old dog, found her in the fence.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, nope, just cut her out. She'll be fine. And she lived.
Yeah, she was fine. She went a long ways. Also, if you haven't caught the news yet, this evening in Waukesha, Wisconsin, tragedy took place this evening. A car actually drove into their Christmas parade. I noticed that we have some subscribers here
awful.
from Wisconsin and from that area. It's about 17 miles outside of Milwaukee. So,
Very scary.
Yeah, our thoughts and prayers are with you guys on that one as well. So,
Well, if you start having printer problems, it's because of Windows. We always have printer problems.
we always have problems with everything.
Like, because we actually have two different printers up here. And one is automatically set to print the orders when you guys order something from the website. And like to make that happen via the wireless,
The cloud.
you mess with it at least once a week. And we pay. We pay to make this happen. We pay a subscription every month to make things float in the air to the computer. And it never works.
It works 99% of the time.
Like once
you
a
just
week-
have to reset it
Once a week, you have to reset
Right.
print node
Yeah, exactly.
to make
It's
the
just-
orders print. And sometimes it prints doubles, and that's real fun.
Oh, that's great. Because if you get a couple double orders, that's usually what happens. And nobody caught it. So lots of fun stuff. We're going to talk about the website coming up. We're going to talk about beef sales and how we're shaping up with that. But first, let's take a few questions from the gallery here. Rick and Alicia are from Wisconsin as well. So
Look how good he's being.
he's being a good cat. He's only got 3 legs. What's he going to do?
He
Really?
still runs.
He does, but he runs sideways. He runs
makes-
like in a weird, kind of like he's like Fast and the Furious, where he's like constantly drifting
Yeah.
around corners. That's
He
all
has
he
a-
does. He
he
makes
has-
corners really well.
He has a distinct noise too.
When he runs, yeah,
Yeah.
you can hear him coming.
I can tell it's him.
No doubt. Walkinshaw. Well, I tried. I didn't have time to get my
Walk-ishaw.
Waukesha. Oh,
Walk.
that's not an N, that's an H. Well, I tried. I actually didn't have any time to prep for that, but I did see it pop up in my news, and I was like, I
Yeah,
figured
it's
we have
awful.
people here from that area. So sorry about that. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Well, I mean, what am I going to do? I can't retract it. I can go back and start. You know what? Let's just scrap the whole thing. We'll start all over. And then all the flooding, and yeah, there's.
Oh, I saw some of that on TikTok. There was aerial footage of Highway 8. It's like, and there's a river now where there was a creek.
Right.
And it has washed out massive portions of a road.
It's a mess.
Yeah.
It is a total mess.
I mean, we take some rain.
I take a little rain. We got like a couple sprinkles the last few days, but nothing crazy. So, JP Merrick asked if we're getting rest. Are you getting rest? Are you resting?
Have not been around much. Who hasn't been around much?
Well, apparently JP Merrick hasn't been around much. So,
I mean, we always rest.
I had a comment on this morning's vlog that came out, and somebody said, "When do you sleep?" And I was like, "At night," and I sleep pretty well. I mean, it's one of those things, you wear yourself out during the day, you're going to sleep. You have to.
Yeah,
I mean,
we
there's really
sleep.
there's no choice. I mean, your body will eventually just turn off.
Yeah, and there were several comments on today's, not several, but like a few about like, well, you work too hard and you should take time off, and like you need help, and like, because we don't mind working. It's and if we need help, we get help, and like there's not as much to do in the winter. But also like we choose this, so like it's okay. Like
Yeah.
I don't mind working like in the summertime, like we both work a lot more in the summertime than we do in the wintertime.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah, but you kind of have to shift gears. Like
Yeah.
you take what you can work on. So a lot of our winters are spent, working on the channel or doing business things in the background that people never ever see.
I spent a couple hours. I mean, I spent probably like 3 hours paying bills, budgeting,
Yeah.
orders.
Super fun.
Yeah,
I went to a movie. So
Yeah.
Aaron did all the work. I went to a movie.
Getting gift boxes ready to go.
Yep.
Yeah, just like business stuff.
Yeah. Speaking of, I did take the kids to a movie today. Went and saw Ghostbusters Afterlife.
I wasn't done with my rant.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Go on with your rant.
No,
then I'll talk about my movie because it's actually a pretty good movie.
Just like we're okay, like, and we sleep, and yeah, sometimes in the summertime we do work from like 6 a.m. till 10 p.m. But it's okay. Like we're okay, and I feel like you'll never work as hard as you do for somebody else as you will for yourself. And like we choose this every day. And if we were just ranching and not doing farm
Everything
store and all the value added and YouTube and website, our lives, like the size that the ranch is and the number of cows we have, like that would be cakewalk compared to like everything we do now.
I think it's really interesting, like, people comment on videos, and while, we may not reply to every single comment, some of those comments spark conversations within our house. So that was one of the things we were talking about this morning, that if it was just the ranch, I would probably have a job in town. So I would feed the cows in the morning, and I would go to work, and then I would come back in the evening and take care of things. And, we'd have to get help on, during calving or whatever else.
A lot of ranchers don't get help during calving. They
No,
do it
they
themselves.
still just figure it out.
They take their vacation time
Yeah.
during the heaviest couple of weeks, and they calve. And, like, it's okay. Like, it's okay that we work hard. And I actually saw a TikTok this week that it's funny how, like, you'll see stuff in different places, and then like it's like, oh yeah, this is relevant to discussion that's happening now. Like Mike said, we talked about it today.
Erin's watching a septic tank channel.
It's just he talks about running a business.
Apparently, I can't figure it out, like where this came into your world, but
I don't know either. But it just talks about running a business and like the work ethic and the values that you should have running a business and how you should treat your employees well, like but also like one of his employees one day was like, I'm working 40 hours a week. Why can't I get ahead in life? Nobody said 40 hours a week was the key to success, or whoever said that was wrong. Like, we are in a phase in our lives where we are determined that we are going to work hard in order to set ourselves up for the future. So it's okay that sometimes we work 80 hours a week. Totally fine.
It
and
is.
40 hours a week is not,
honestly,
it's not a magic number that's going to solve everything.
I'm at the point now where if I don't feel like I worked enough, I feel guilty.
I didn't do hardly anything yesterday, and I felt guilty.
Yeah. So it's a weird deal. $5 super chat back there from JB Weld, who says he doesn't mind watching me work, and that's kind of the whole point behind it, I guess. And JP Merrick there with a $20 super chat. Thank you very much. So
you can take a nap.
This cat is weird.
Did you just swap me? Oh, did you swap me? Ow! I need to clip your nails.
Are you going to be able to clip his nails? Actually, he has 3/4 of the nails to clip, so I mean, it's just like it's an easier job that way. No, so I was saying I took the kids to a movie today, so that was something we haven't done in a long time. I don't think I've been in a movie theater in a couple of years.
Probably.
And
Ow!
It's all
Put your
about me.
murder mittens away.
So we went and saw Ghostbusters Afterlife, took the kids. If you are planning on, or you've got kids that want to see the movie, none of our kids had any problem with it. And they tried watching Ghostbusters, the original Ghostbusters from 1984 a few years ago. That didn't work. That scared the crap out of them. But this one is actually pretty low-key.
I don't have any toys for you.
It's a pretty good movie, especially if you're a child of the 80s and, big nerd.
I didn't really want to watch Ghostbusters, so I stayed home and worked.
I'll make you watch it eventually. Or at least have it playing in the background while you watch your iPad. All right, Erin, what's the drink tonight? That's from David.
You actually got it for me. So
I did.
Raspberry White Claw.
Right. Let's see. I'm just going to scroll through some comments here before we get on to our next rant and rave. Sometimes you need to take a breather. I actually talked about that in this morning's vlog if you haven't caught it. But I did say, there's always something to be done, but it's okay to stop and relax just a little bit.
So I think it's just different. Like, I remember when we worked and stuff, and our downtime is a lot less now. I think for the most part, our weekends start slower and maybe don't go as long. And like wintertime, obviously, it's dark at 4:30. So, but I mean, for the most part, there's lots of weekends that we don't really, you go out and do morning chores and stuff, but then we don't do much until afternoon, and we work for a few hours and stuff. So we take breaks, but yeah, I like working. I like making money a lot. I really enjoy that.
You like it more than I do, that's for sure.
Yeah, I enjoy what we do, and so it doesn't always feel like work. right?
Exactly. Yeah. Speaking of work, if you did catch, I'm going to go back to today's video again. Brian asked if Cole would came and see me anymore. I was actually working on the stock tank in the video, and I had set down my gloves, and a calf came and stole one of my gloves and took off with it. And I chased this, and I wasn't filming any of that, but then I realized which calf it was, and it was Cole. So I did get Cole in today's video. So if you're missing Cole, go back, watch this morning's vlog. It's a long one. It's about 50 minutes long, but it's really hard to scrunch those vlogs down unless I start doing a 3-day-a-week vlog or something like that. But yeah, Cole came and said hi, followed me around. He's still just as friendly as ever, tried to climb in my lap. Yeah, just wanted to hang out. So couldn't help at all with the water tank, though. He was completely useless. In fact, he was probably the one that broke it in the first place. Murder mittens, yeah, that's Erin's. Where did you come up with that?
I've seen it before.
Oh, okay.
I didn't come up with it.
Okay, let's see.
I think William said get some catnip, yeah.
Find some catnip, yeah, no doubt. We just do that during, just put a webcam on him. Just let him run around. I don't know. Let's see. A big screen TV in the shop would be a good addition.
We don't watch a lot of TV.
I did have a TV in the shop for a while. Remember that?
Yeah, it's in the farm store now.
Now it's in the farm store. It's not
literally
used
never
in the farm
turned
store.
it off.
So,
I've
yeah.
never turned it on. I think it will probably get moved in Mackenzie's room at some point. But yeah, we watch TV at night.
Yeah, for like a half an hour, and that's pretty much it.
I fall asleep.
Yeah.
See, if you work hard during the day, there is nothing I love more than, and especially in the summertime, I like struggle in the wintertime. We both do a little bit with like sleeping, or like I'll sleep for a few hours and like wake up. And if I wake up past like 3 a.m., like I'm essentially up for the day. Once I've slept like 5-6 hours, like done. But in the summertime, when you work really hard, you're super tired. So I have no problem falling asleep. And I have no problem staying asleep in the summertime until my alarm goes off. So, or the sun comes up.
Right.
So,
Exactly.
there is an advantage to hard work, and it's a good sleep.
Lori asked if we've ever had turkeys. Haven't ever had turkeys. We tried. We had two.
two.
We had 2 turkeys. They both died.
We're gonna get more next year.
So apparently you have to have a bigger group of turkeys, from what I hear.
That's what you heard. You have to have at least 3.
Yeah, you have to have some sort of flock for them to protect each other or something. There's some weird rule to it. So, let's see.
Do you want to talk about your gator?
Oh yeah, we can talk about the gator. Luckily, the gator is still under warranty. So we started having an issue with the gator where it was just hard starting in the morning is where it started, and decided to change out the fuel filter on it. And the only fuel filter on that new gator is actually at the bottom of the fuel pump. So we had to take the fuel pump out, replace the fuel filter, put it back in. As soon as we did that, it all went to hell. So it just would not go. It just did not have any snort to it at all. Called John Deere, it's under warranty, fine, take it over to John Deere. Took it over, got a call back, and this is kind of funny, but I got a call back a few days later, and they said, hey, you have to have the seat belt plugged in for the gator to go over 10 miles an hour. And that was the problem, is you would go with the gator, and it would just kind of bog down at about 10 miles an hour. So I said, well, that must have been the problem. I'm an idiot. Sorry, bring it back over. They actually brought it back over to me. We took it off the trailer, and I said, let me drive it around, just make sure everything works. Drove it around, and still didn't work. So it wasn't the seat belt problem. So, and now it's back at the shop. And I honestly have not heard what's going on with it. So who knows? My guess it might be a leaky head gasket, maybe something like that that's taken.
You think it's that bad?
Maybe it could be. It was blowing blue
my
smoke,
God.
which is usually some sort of indication. But yeah, so we'll figure out what's wrong with it and get it back here. I do miss it.
We won't figure out anything.
No, they'll figure it out.
The John Deere service
yeah, and they'll pay
people.
for it too, so that's great. I do miss having the gator around. I've been driving 4-wheelers quite a bit lately. If you watch the webcam, excuse me, or you see us doing anything, it's on 4-wheelers now, or it's on foot, and that's pretty much it. So lots of fun
We'll get there. It'll get back. It'll
Oh
be
yeah,
okay.
yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Somebody asked Lori asked, what are you guys going to do for the holidays? We're pretty much homebodies around the holiday time. We don't we don't go too far around, so we
We have animals.
yeah.
And we do the typical Thanksgiving and Christmas thing.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah. JB Wells said could be the seatbelt engaged sensor. I actually thought about that the other day. I was like, I hope they think of that sensor, because it could just be a bad sensor that doesn't know the seatbelt's plugged in.
But then
But
it
I don't
started
understand
doing-
why it would be blowing blue smoke
And
either.
it wasn't doing that when we sent it over.
No. no. So it's gotten worse over time. So yeah,
it's a brand new Gator.
Yeah, this is a new Gator.
We bought it in May. It's very much financed. New Gator.
Financed under warranty.
It's not. It is a new engine. Whole new Gator.
Exactly. Speaking of holidays, we do have a Black Friday holiday coming up, and Erin has been working super duper hard in getting a lot of our Black Friday stuff up and going. And in fact, on the website now, you can see where you can buy gift boxes, which is something we started last year, which was kind of a hodgepodge of different things, like if you're buying a gift for somebody, and you can,
or for yourself.
Or for yourself. You went through today, though, and you got really super ambitious and actually started packing gift boxes ahead of time, and this is Erin's gift box.
We're ready.
Yeah, you're ready to go. These are there's a lot of gift boxes here ready to go. Hopefully,
don't make me put all that stuff back away.
Yeah, no doubt. That really surprised me when I came back up here, and I was like, holy smokes, you got a lot of boxes packed.
So there's 4 different options. And so there's a small, a large, one that's just drinkware, and then a Be Like Mike, which you can see all the details on the website of like what's in each box and stuff. But I wanted to go ahead and just get everything in all the boxes, and like it still needs to be boxed and bubble wrapped and like ready for shipping, but everything's in. They all have jerky. Well, the large and the small have jerky in them, or beef sticks. I wanted to make sure I got the right flavors and the right sizes, and just it goes a lot faster this way. Now it's just all about like bubble wrap and securing everything and making it look nice. And but I don't have to be like, what's in this box, and go grab all the 87 things from around the area. So, we're ready to go. So, and we've sold a few of them, and they'll start going out next week. And next Friday we will have a Black Friday sale. Gift boxes will not be any more discounted though.
They're like 25% off now.
Yeah, everything's already 25% off. So, the gift boxes are the biggest discount we give all year long. So if there is a product, an item that you're interested in those gift boxes, it will never be cheaper. So get it now and order early so that we can get your stuff to you, because I mean we all know that it's going to be a
mess. It was a mess last year. We had people that ordered gift boxes that got them after Christmas, and then complained to me about it, and I was like, well, I don't
shipped them.
The whole thing,
so and it's we go to the post office 3 or 4 times a week right now, and like sometimes it's busy and sometimes it's not. It depends what time of the day you catch it and stuff.
True,
but like it's hot up here, fans running. But yeah, so just please order early if you're thinking about giving somebody a gift for from everywhere. We've already started our Christmas shopping and I'm usually a last minute person, but not this year. Turning the heat down.
Okay, feel free. There was a quick question. I'll go back to the Gator here really quick. The old Gator is still on the ranch. It actually belongs to Erin's mom. We're not sure what her plan is with it, so we don't really have much to do with it right now.
It's just parked right now.
Yeah, it's just parked. It shows up occasionally, but I can't drive it. So until we figure out what we're doing with it, it's gonna sit. So. JP Merrick, best channel on YouTube,
Thank
a true
you.
YouTube family. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. I actually did an interview this week with a TV station, and it was the first interview that I've ever done that was actually set up by YouTube. Like YouTube called me and said, hey, we have an interview for you with this TV station. Here's all the details. In fact, the only reason I bring it up is because it's still sitting here. They sent me a little sheet that has all the, it's crazy. They give you the name of the reporter and the reporter's background. I don't give a crap about where the reporter's at. I'm not interviewing her. But so we did that this week. And
it was to promote a YouTube thing, though.
Right. It was to promote the United States of YouTube, which you guys might have heard of. We actually represent the state of Wyoming, which has been a huge honor.
No one's heard of this.
Well, it's an honor for me to be picked out of all the channels in Wyoming.
Yes, but no one's
Granted, there's like only 8, but we got picked out of those, and we ended up, representing Wyoming, and it's something good.
Something. I mean, gosh, they started it a couple of years ago. I don't think YouTube's done a great job of promoting the United States of YouTube, but essentially, they picked one channel from each state, or some states have a couple.
Bigger states have a couple. Yeah.
And it's what they feel like represents, I don't know, somebody that's taken YouTube and used YouTube to.
We're wearing the same shirt.
Oh, we are, sweet. Right, it's basically you've taken YouTube and you've used it to turn it into a business opportunity or to further a business opportunity, or like you're just a good representation of like what a YouTube channel can, right? I don't know.
Right. Yeah. It's basically it's an economic thing. It's it's
Yeah.
more about how you use YouTube to further your business and
the
to sometimes
economy.
save your business and help the economy in your local area and across the U.S.
Yeah.
So,
If you follow us on Instagram, I think this week you posted, and it's like how much YouTube content creators have affected
the global economy.
the global economy, and it's insane. It's a huge amount of money. And yeah, I mean, I was looking at like website stats today and farm store stats and stuff today. Like without YouTube, like that's the driving force behind all of our numbers and stuff. And like our business went from a very small local food business to what I deem as a pretty successful local food business, and probably one of the biggest local food businesses in the state of Wyoming. If
Yeah,
we're
I'd say
pretty,
that,
yeah. Probably not the biggest, but like, I mean, we're moving a lot of product every month, every year, and that is because of YouTube and because of you guys watching.
Yeah, exactly. Good question here from William Dunn. Has inflation made you guys adjust your prices on your products? Not yet.
Yes, some stuff has gone up on the
has it?
website. Yeah, I did have to adjust some stuff on the website.
I didn't know that. I didn't. I honestly. This
You
shows how
literally
much I pay
adjusted
attention. What?
the coffee mugs. You adjusted those.
Did I really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. We got new coffee mugs. We got Blonde Cow coffee mugs.
Yes.
Which I can actually show you one here.
Okay. The heat's not turning off, so I'm gonna mess with it again. Why is it so hot in here?
Hold on. I got to get one of these coffee mugs.
It's either freezing. It's either freezing or it's super hot.
You want me to open the window?
No, I just want the fan to turn off. There we go, it turned off.
Okay, so
Whoa!
Jeez, gunshots. Whew. I had a
Do you want
numb
to
flashback
explain
there
what
for a
you
second.
just did?
I stepped on a packing
Where
pillow.
did you go to get that?
Uh,
Why did you go over there? They're right there.
to help with the heat situation.
You didn't do. Why did you steal it out of a gift box?
No. I went to help with the heat situation over in that area.
Was there a space heater up?
There was.
Oh God.
Anyway, we got these Blonde Cow mugs, and so we have these, and then we have a green mug. There's a price difference based on when we had to buy them, and of course the price went up on these ones, correct?
I think so.
Okay,
I think we kind of split the difference and kind of like we're losing some money on some and not making as much on the other one. But yeah, I mean, inflation is affecting things. It's going to affect prices in the farm store. It's going to affect beef prices. It's going to affect pork prices. Like, fuel. We spend a lot of fuel running back and forth.
What I hate is, and this is what I commend Erin for. So we have, if you look at the website, we have some stuff that's going to be lower priced, some stuff that's going to be higher priced. We had to order these guys, and the price went up for these,
Yep.
right? But we have almost the same thing in green that the price didn't go up on, and that's because we had those in stock. We already paid for those, and it drives me nuts when I'm dealing with contractors or whoever else that the price of something goes up, and all of a sudden, they've already got it in their lot or wherever they've got it in stock,
Yeah.
but because the price went up, we're going to jack up the price for you, even though we didn't pay that much for
Yeah.
it. Drives me crazy. So we do try to keep honest in that direction. So if we have meat in the freezer, we know what it took to get that meat in the freezer. But maybe our next round when we have to pay more for fuel or whatever else, you might see prices going up. So
Yeah.
it's always a good idea just to buy it now
Well,
and be
and
done
like,
with it. Did he get back up here by himself or did you grab him?
I picked him up. We spent a lot of time over the last month or so too trying to figure out like how much it costs to raise an animal.
Yep.
And this is what we do in the wintertime. It's like a lot of spreadsheet time, a lot of computer time. And so, knowing how much it costs us to raise an animal and like, we're okay, but like, would I like to see our profit margin a little higher? Like, yeah. Because things happen and things go wrong sometimes. And like, we're definitely not making 50%, which is like standard retail, like markup. And I don't want to have outrageously priced products.
We had somebody else get a hold of us about doing our sweatshirts, and these sweatshirts through them would be like $60 a piece. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I feel bad that they're $40 a piece.
I think they're 45.
45, whatever.
Yeah.
That's an expensive sweatshirt, but everything's expensive now. So
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah, and so everything's about a balance of like, you know, what is a fair market price versus like what does it cost us to produce that item, and you know, what's fair to the customer? Yeah, I mean, like our beef prices haven't gone up. We've been selling beef for like 8 years. We've raised the prices once. I've never raised our halves and wholes prices, and like, yeah, it's gonna have to go up. It's costing us more. Grain is, you know, corn is costing us more. The last ton of pig food, there must be another cat, cost $414 versus $350.
Yeah, it went up, a lot.
What is going on out there?
Chaos. Children.
So yeah, it's I mean, that's a huge increase from $350 to $414 in just a few months. So over the course of an animal's life, like it's gonna cost us more.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly. And all this actually just supports the ranch. And
Are
that's,
you poor? I mean, we're not rich. Are you poor?
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Sure. Where is Matt? Well, that's a good question. Should we dive into this, and then we'll do a human interest story here. I feel like I'm doing a newscast for some reason. We started out with the Wisconsin stuff. We moved on to inflation. Matt is not here this evening, I don't think. If he is, he's popping in and out. Matt is our lead moderator. He's lives in Chicago, Illinois. He's retired, and unfortunately right now he is dealing with COVID. So he has COVID. He's had it for about a week now, and he's doing okay. So there's no danger there. He's just not feeling great. So he asked me to tell you guys that he is fine, and he just doesn't feel very good, so he's kind of backing out a little bit today. So if you would like to send him an email, feel free, matt@ourwyominglife.com. You can send him an email and give him something to read while he hangs out and does whatever he does. So feel free to send him an email and say hi. So
and hopefully Matt gets feeling better soon.
Yeah, we are hoping. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt that COVID thing is not something
good.
Anybody wants to mess around with. So
no, for sure. Angie's Pantry says, I don't know any rich farmer, LOL.
Yeah, it's pretty rare to see. Now, if you're a farmer or a rancher and you're in the black, you're doing pretty dang good. I mean,
yeah, like we run a successful business, but like we work hard to run that successful business, and like we're not living the life of YouTube luxury. I can tell you that much.
No, we're still working. That's why every once in a while I'm like, why do we work so hard to make what we make, and then still don't have any time to have fun.
You went to a movie today?
I did go to a movie. It was awesome. It was 2 hours of pure... Well, wait a minute. Grace spilled her popcorn like 3 seconds after we sat down. Got her popcorn in a pop, comes in like a little tray. I handed it to her. I turned around and I handed Mackenzie her stuff. I turned back and Grace said I spilled my stuff. That's how fast it happened. Boom, done. So I ended up having to go back to the concession stand and get her more pop and more...
It's been 2 years since we've been to a movie.
We don't know how to do it anymore.
As they walked out the door, I said, don't spill anything.
No, you said, don't spill your popcorn. You said that specifically. And yeah, it was that quick. It just happens that fast. So
He's going to take a nap.
Is he going to take a nap?
Well, he was.
Hey, ow.
Yeah, he's got sharp claws.
He's got sharp claws.
But he only has 15 of them.
He's missing a few. Guys, speaking of the inflation and all that kind of stuff, I did want to give you guys a little bit of an update here. We are going to be shipping beef here within about a week. We've done 2 test shipments so far. We did one to Seattle and one to Arizona, and both of them worked perfectly.
Yes.
So I feel like I am just a one step away from getting this up and rolling.
We're another step closer because we made a list.
We've got paper. We've got stuff on paper.
There's no prices.
No.
We're not sure it all fits in the box.
We're going to play with the ideas
but
still.
We got some ideas.
Yeah, I think that the next step is that obviously I have to get things up and rolling. We're actually going to release the ability to order beef at least for a week or so, probably, to just our Patreon supporters. And we're considering that like a soft opening, right? So if anything's going to break, we want it to break on those guys. And so we're going to open it up to them. They're going to be able to go to the website, order their beef. We're only going to be shipping on Mondays and Tuesdays. And that's actually going to be kind of a flexible thing, too, depending on holidays and stuff like that. Because
only if there's dry ice in town.
Yeah, that's going to be
another issue. And so if there's
issue.
No dry ice, it might have to wait until we can get dry ice.
Yep, exactly.
Because there's a dry ice shortage. We've talked about it.
Yeah. So if you would like to get in...
the dog. The dog is on the other door.
How did the dog get up
I
there?
don't know.
If you would like to get on the ground floor of ordering beef, I'm going to tell you how to do it. Super easy. All you have to do is go to patreon.com/OurWyomingLife. Pledge even $1 per month, and you can do that for 1 month. I don't care. And you will receive an email that'll tell you how you're going to get to order beef probably next week, early next week, and what packages we have available.
We're hoping for the end of this week to ship next week.
Yeah. So I can get stuff out.
We're hoping.
Yeah, I can get stuff out next week to ship the week after.
There's a list. There's 37 more steps, and so we're ready. But we have some package ideas.
So we did ask our friends on Patreon what kind of stuff they would be looking to order, and we've set up some packages based on that. We're not doing like an a la carte thing where you can order one T-bone and get it sent to you, because we don't feel like that's worth it to you guys. Shipping is incredibly expensive. In fact, we're actually adding some price to the beef to cover part of the shipping, so you don't get that sticker shock from the shipping itself. Because shipping is ridiculously expensive. Do I have to let the dog in?
She's out there whining.
Go
find out what the issue is. Yeah, so...
Hi.
What are you doing, dog? What are you doing? Do you want to come say hi? Hey, come here.
Come here, Bean.
Come here.
Come here.
Oh, gosh, please. There's so many things.
Oh, my gosh. Hi, Bean. This is Bean.
What are you doing? Why are you up here? Where are your kids?
How did you... Oh, thank you.
Who let you up here? There's 2 doors that she had to get in.
Yeah, she worked it out, though.
Thank you, Christy. I should send Matt some caramel rolls.
That'd be a good idea, actually. Thank you very much. We will be shipping to all 50 states. I can tell you that shipping to Alaska is pretty expensive.
You're not going to.
And shipping to Hawaii is pretty expensive as well.
There's another cat.
But we will be shipping to all 50 U.S. states. We can only ship to the U.S. That's because of USDA inspection practices and the law. So we will only...
And, how are we going to get it to, how are we going to get it outside the United States? Dry ice only lasts for 2 days.
We can't. That's what I'm just saying. we cannot. So,
what are you doing?
Hey.
You got itchy ear?
Were you just that jealous the cat was up here? Is that the problem?
Is that why you broke in?
She's like, I know the cat's up there.
Someone wants to know if you have a hole in your hat.
I have a hole in my hat?
You have some dirt.
I've had dirt on my hat since preg checking. I haven't really...
Why didn't you wore that hat for your TV interview?
Oh, I did, didn't I?
And you didn't even clean it.
I did, and I probably had dirt on it all the way through the whole thing. I totally forgot about that.
Can't take you anywhere. Yeah, so part of the struggle of shipping is trying to figure out how much it costs. So we had to order a whole freaking pallet of liners. Expensive. And dry ice is expensive. Boxes are only they're not super expensive, but
$1 a piece.
We had to get all this stuff here. We can't get a dry ice cooler until after the first of the year, so we have to buy dry ice in town. We have to hope that the grocery store has enough dry ice.
Right.
So we've been talking to the local retailers, the company that makes the dry ice, trying to figure out what our best solution is for all of this. Trying to figure out how much all of this is going to cost us. And that's why we did the couple of test shipments. Mm-hmm. You've spent a lot of time on the back end of the website already, making sure that things are priced accordingly so that we don't go bankrupt trying to ship you guys beef.
You can't get on TV and just itch yourself the whole time. That's weird.
And yeah, how to put together the best bundles. Based upon some of your guys' feedback, and also what we've sold in the farm store and at farmers market for the last 8 years and stuff. So hopefully I think we have it kind of figured out. Pricing we're still working on.
Right. Yeah.
And yeah, we have to roll in like those boxes, those liners, that dry ice. None of it's cheap, and so that cost has to be rolled into the price of meat. So if you purchase meat in the farm store, that is a different price than what you're going to purchase meat on the website, and that's to pay our materials.
And shipping.
And like we're not trying to jack it up and make you guys pay ridiculous amounts of money. Like what you're paying is what it's costing.
Yeah, exactly. So. Okay, well that was fun. Are you done, dog? Because now you're just licking my pants.
Tired.
She is tired. She's having a rough day.
Sad. You're playing with the cat.
I got to go to a movie and she didn't get to go too.
She hung out with me.
Yeah, what'd you guys do? Paid bills. That's not that exciting.
She took a nap.
Oh, well, maybe that is exciting then. For a dog, naps are awesome. What are you doing? Weirdo.
We have Cisco, but I don't think our Cisco sells dry ice.
I don't think so. Most of the grocery stores get dry ice from Penguin Ice, which is out of Denver or Salt Lake City. So
we won't be shipping produce with beef because the produce would freeze.
True.
I mean, they're different temperatures. So
can you ship produce? Or is there any regulation based,
You can cross state lines with produce. I think I could. I don't know that I would.
I know California's weird. They like inspect you when you cross the state line.
I don't know. I don't know. I know you can. I know I can cross bordering states. Like I can go to South Dakota and sell produce. People in South Dakota, Montana, Colorado, like they all can sell produce in Wyoming. Beyond that, I don't know.
Yeah. The other big thing is that we've had a lot of requests for people wanting to buy baked goods online also. That's going to take a commercial kitchen and more inspection.
FDA registered labels and like, yeah, it's a whole process to ship baked goods. So like those caramel rolls, you have to buy those in the farm store. I can sell those in person under the Wyoming Food Freedom Act. I can't ship across state lines. So where things get complicated and expensive is when you start crossing state lines, and inspection and regulations and registered labels and stuff come into play, and recall plans and recall insurance and I mean it's a nightmare.
Yeah, we're talking big money when we start going that direction.
Yeah, and a facility to produce it all in, because right now I just bake out of our home kitchen, so I can't do that and sell it across state lines. So, yeah.
Super fun.
There's a super chat from JB.
Newman from Seinfeld used post office to ship pop cans for his bottle return deposit scam. I suggest you find a post office working with a compromised moral compass and lower jerky shipping costs. Do you know anybody that works at the post office?
Well, I know all the ladies.
Yeah, we do. We know everybody at the post office.
4 days a week.
Some of them are probably watching, because I know a couple of them are subscribers. I've actually went in and they're like, "Hey, my husband watches what you're doing, and he wants me to ask you this question." Yeah. And, it's fun, but it doesn't get me to the front of the line. That's for sure. So if I can't even move up in line, I'm not getting any deal on shipping.
So we all of our shipping is purchased through stamps.com. They actually have the best prices.
Yeah.
Even on, like we work directly with UPS to try and get the best shipping rates on the beef and pork, and stamps.com, because of the volume that we do, was able to give us the best prices. So luckily, we don't have to go into the post office and get labels printed. Like we do all of that in-house. So we just go and drop off.
Right.
But like when we have big sales and stuff, like you have to go get the whole bulk
the rolling, I call it I call it the laundry hamper when I walk in. I'm like, can I get the laundry hamper? And they're like, what? Like the big rolling bin thing. Yeah. And then I take it out to the truck, and then people watch me in the parking lot as I'm dumping stuff into the back of it. Yeah.
I think people think we're crazy. I think we're crazy.
There's got to be a little bit crazy.
But for the most part, probably 3 times a week, we take 2 boxes of jerky or orders.
Yeah, 2 or 3 times a week.
Yeah.
Road Toad, $50 super chat. Thank you very much. Hey, I'll buy the jerky. It's the best. Road, you should have bought some jerky with your $50, man. Yeah, you could have bought a whole lot with that. Come on, man. Dan Wickersham, I have 2 clients here in Wisconsin that do freezer beef, both on year 2. One did 70 steers so far this year. The other did 30. Both ship and charge exorbitant prices. Both sold out for the rest of the year. Shipping is ridiculously expensive.
You're not going to like our prices. I mean.
Well, so, yeah, like we're basically going with what the price is in the farm store, and then we're adding on the cost of
goods.
Like the packaging and that kind of stuff. And then that rolls in. And then because we have to do flat shipping, Shipping is going to be what, $49.99 or whatever for shipping. But if you're shipping to the East Coast, it actually costs more than $49.99. So there, it's just a logistical nightmare, and I'm not really.
There's 2 cats and a dog.
Looking forward to doing this. It's
wandering
driving me
around
crazy
here.
over
If you
here.
guys can hear the cats.
Yeah.
Can you scroll back up? There's a comment I want to stop. H.T. Spencer, I'm not a Republican, and am I welcome here? Yeah, sure.
H.T. Spencer, this is the first time I've ever seen you here. Thank you and welcome, and thanks for hanging out with us. I don't care what the heck you are.
Did anybody say you
No.
can't be here?
I don't think we had any type of.
Check this box.
Yeah,
You must be
we're not
Republican?
gatekeeping anything, are we? It's cool. You're fine. Have a seat. Have a drink too.
You guys are.
I mean, our biggest thing, obviously, is people are going to see our prices once we get stuff online. I'm going to get a ton of emails. People are going to say that's way too much, and I'm not paying that. And then I'm just going to reply, well, then find somewhere local to buy it yourself, or buy it from a local producer. And
Yeah, it's expensive.
That's the
Shipping is going to take a lot of people, and you're not going to be able to purchase.
Yeah,
We have one of 2 options. We either charge $200 for 10 pounds of ground beef, or
well, not that much, but
$150.
damn close. Yeah.
Or you guys can see on the website what the price of the shipping is. So when you go places like Kansas City Steaks and they say free shipping on orders over $50, we spent a lot of time looking at Kansas City Steaks and Omaha Steaks, and they're getting better shipping deals than we are.
Right.
And I think for $30, I could get 2 pounds of hamburger patties. That's $15 a pound. You're paying for that shipping material in the
Even
price
if you don't
of,
know it. Yeah.
Yeah. So the shipping cost is what the shipping cost is. We're not marking it up. We're not getting rich off of it. We're not charging you guys more. It costs what it costs to ship stuff. So if you...
It is what it
We
is.
can either charge $15 a pound for hamburger, or you can just pay the shipping cost.
Jenny said carnivores only. I don't care. You can be a vegetarian, or a peditarian, or whatever you want to be. Come hang out with us. H.T. Spencer, £5 super chat. So in life, what's the most important aspect of life, I'm guessing, to you? What do you think? That's a tough question.
Do what makes you happy.
Yeah, I think that there's so many people that I dealt with this working in corporate America, where people would just want they wanted to get to the weekend so they could escape their lives. Like, I have to get out of here. I have to go to the mountains and ride my motorcycle, or I have to do this, I have to do that. But I hate 5 days a week trying to get to those 2 days. And my theory to that is, if you hate those 5 days, why are you putting yourself through that? Take what you love to do and try to do that. Why wouldn't you want to spend 7 days a week doing exactly what you want to do, rather than 5 days a week doing what you hate? I cannot wrap my head around it.
If we are fortunate enough to be able to continue this lifestyle for the rest of our lives, which I agree
Which lifestyle? Sitting on a couch?
Yeah, no, we probably won't do this forever. But ranching.
I could sit on a couch forever.
Ranching and working for ourselves and producing food for people. That's what I would like to do for the rest of my life. If we are lucky enough to do this for the rest of our lives, it's not work. It's something that we enjoy doing.
Not all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, trust me.
There's
There are days where it's like, hey, yeah.
There's moments that we hate. There's things that I hate. Do I want to pull weeds for the rest of my life? Absolutely not. It's not that big of a deal, though, to do it. Working on a Sunday for a few hours so that my Monday is less stressful. That's what a lot of I did today, was like, if I can get this done today in a couple of hours when the kids aren't here, Monday's a lot less stressful, and I can get the other things that I need to do on Monday done. But yeah, I mean, I think just like do things that make you happy is super important, and I think we're super lucky that we do stuff that doesn't always feel like work.
Yeah, and it shouldn't. I don't think your life should feel like work.
Can you scroll back up?
I can scroll back up.
I wanted to answer. Russ Meredith asked, why are Omaha steaks so popular if shipping is so expensive?
They're not paying. You're not paying for shipping. They honestly, they're shipping in bulk, right? It's like Amazon with Prime. I talked to UPS.
Their product is expensive.
Yeah, but even like Amazon, they're shipping so much that they get a hell of a discount on shipping itself.
Yeah, they do.
So
shipping doesn't cost what shipping costs.
Right.
Like everything. I mean, UPS and not the Postal Service, but everybody else is making money at shipping. But it's expensive because it's a marketing plan, and like, not to be mean, but like, you guys have fallen for it. Like, people have fallen for it, and like, I get it that for a long time it was there was no other options.
We've ordered from Kansas City
It's
Steaks.
not good. First of all, every time I've had it,
I'm going to get an injunction here
it's
before
fine.
too long.
Every time
Cease and desist will be rolling across the printer here.
we've had it, and it's underwhelming for the
Right.
price that it is.
I had never had Wagyu beef. Remember that?
Oh, dog.
Jeez, dog. I had never had Wagyu beef, so we were like, hey, let's order some.
I think my mom ordered
Yeah.
some. We tried it.
Yep.
It wasn't that good.
It wasn't that great. But, you know, it is what it is. And
But
I think,
it's just marketing.
right.
I mean, we have benefited from marketing. We say all the time, our YouTube channel is just an elaborate marketing plan to sell beef jerky and now beef and pork and stuff. And like, I mean, we talk about this all the time. People say this is the best beef we've ever eaten. It's good beef. Like, I will not deny that it's good beef and it's good pork. And there are definitely times where I eat one of our steaks or one of our pork chops and I say, this is really good. Is it the best in the world? No.
You're pretty good at cooking them, though, too. I mean,
Yeah,
you can cook the
but,
hell out
like,
of a steak.
But
You feel connected to it.
yeah, and so Kansas City Steaks, Omaha Steaks, they've done a great job of marketing, and there's nothing wrong with that. We will just never spend our money there.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, it's a shame because a lot of people see what Kansas City Steaks or Omaha Steaks or whatever are making, and then they go and say, okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to raise a steer and I'm going to sell it to people, but now I'm overcharging for what it is. I mean, you see it all the time. Like,
We also see people undercharging, though, too.
we do see it. We see both sides of the equation.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely a way to do it right.
Yeah.
And
We've done a lot of research over the last couple of months and stuff, and looking at, like, what other people are charging online, what kind of packages they're doing, what they're charging for shipping, even talking
we've looked
to...
at some where it's like, how are they even making
Yeah,
money?
we,
Like, there's no way.
We know how much it costs
This is
to raise a
costing them
steer.
money.
Bean, can you get down from the chair? So yeah, there's some people that we don't. There's several producers that I'm like, wow, I don't think they're running the numbers. It's their business; they can do whatever. But I know how much it costs to raise a steer. Like, we know how much it costs, and yeah, there's sometimes, and we know how much shipping is, and I know how much liners are, and I know how much dry ice is and stuff. And like, I'm just like, dang. Their profit margins are slim to none.
Yeah, and then they're shipping it overnight. And it's like, oh my gosh, how did that happen?
Nope.
Yeah,
Nope.
it's tough. It's tough. So yeah, we push people, say, hey, buy local, do that, and then, you know, pat yourself on the back because you're helping out a local rancher and you're helping yourself out too. So we were in Los Angeles not too long ago, and we had an Uber driver. Well, this was not too long, you know, a couple of years ago, back when we can do things. And we had an Uber driver ask us why, when he went to this restaurant, why was a ribeye $85? And I said, because you'll pay $85 for a ribeye. It's not worth that much.
Moat2375. I watch your channel and trust that it's grass fed, nothing else. That's not correct. We don't grass feed.
Well, we do grass feed.
We
All
grass
cows
feed.
eat grass.
All cows eat grass, but we grain finish, and we talk about that in the finishing steers videos and stuff. I don't want you to be misled. It is grain finished beef.
Yeah. If a grass finished cow around here will take about 18 years. It just takes a long time. We're able to the whole point behind the grain finished is to promote marbling and fat content in the meat. So it makes it taste better, and it does all that good stuff that you know, that breaks down the
Connective
tissue and all that
fat
kind
is
of good
flavor. Yeah, we like grain, and so yes, it is grain finished, and
grain
all that
finished.
information will be on the website. Like, we are 100% transparent, but there are no added hormones. There's no antibiotics. There's no preventative antibiotics, and even like, we rarely have to treat.
Usually, if we have to treat something with antibiotics, it ends up staying with us anyway.
Yeah, and we don't ever have to do that. They usually stay pretty healthy. We do vaccinate so that they stay healthy, and yeah, we're just super transparent. Cake or range cubes
Are
is
technically not.
Technically, you can't be certified grass fed if you feed range cubes.
Yeah,
or
protein
cake.
supplement of any kind, which is stupid.
They can have mineral.
It
can
depends
just
on the mineral. There's certain minerals they can't have. So,
Yeah.
and grass. Yeah, is it grass in Wyoming? Not this kind of year. Yeah, not much is getting finished. Now, if you're buying grass-fed, grass-finished beef, and you're buying it in the grocery store, 9 times out of 10, it's actually coming from New Zealand. So you're not even helping out an American rancher. You're helping out a New Zealand rancher, which is not bad. I know some New Zealand ranchers who appreciate the help, but they're able to finish a cow down there on their grass really fast because they have really high protein grass, and it's apparently just grows on the side of a rock. So they can, they've got that whole thing cornered. Here, like I said, it takes forever to finish a cow on grass. And I can tell you one weird thing. If you see a grass-fed cow around here and you see it on Facebook or something like that, it's an old cow. That's pretty much
I'd
what
ask
it
how
is.
old it is.
Yeah.
I mean, and you've made that whole video about what to ask. Regardless of if you're purchasing beef or pork, you should ask, how old is the animal? What kind of animal? How was it raised? How is it being processed? What was it fed? What inputs has it had into it?
Exactly. Now I have a question for you guys while I have you here, because I just saw a question that reminded me of it. Now I can't find it. Where does it go? Anyway. Oh, there it is, from Lorna. Will you be selling whole pigs? We talked about even having people be able to buy whole or half animals on the website. Now they'd be for pickup only, but if that's something you might be interested in, feel free to shoot us an email at mail@ourwyominglife.com and kind of give us an idea of how many people we would have that would really be interested in doing that kind of thing, because that you'd have to pick it up. Obviously, it wouldn't be delivered.
No,
it can't be shipped to you.
It's not being shipped. You have to pick it up. There is a deposit that has to be done beforehand. And there's super limited we are doing some halves and some wholes, but there's very limited availability because the demand is higher for individual cuts at this point. So, and like beef it takes us 2 years to up our numbers. So it takes a really long time.
Ranching and farming is a very, very hard thing to do.
Local food is slow food.
Yeah.
It takes a long time.
Yeah. And that's why you see us doing so much. Just had a super chat there, $20 super chat from Bigfoot Country Lawn and Lawn Care Plus. Check them out on YouTube. YouTube channel, Airbnb, Farm Store, Erin's Charities, Online Farm Store, Online Beef Sales, RV Spaces, Hunting, Ranch Days, Oil Pump out there on the ranch. They don't do anything for us. You guys need to up your game. I do think that we're just not doing enough. Do you ever sit and just wonder, like, seriously, I do this. Like, I sit back and go, what am I missing? There's something that I'm missing that could be a game changer for how we do things. And that's how we came up with shipping beef. Like, that was something
that's how we came up with YouTube.
That is, very much so. Yeah.
I was thinking today, as I was doing the whole gift box pre-packing and stuff, like, we are more retail business than we are ranchers anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. And is that a bad thing? No. If you go back 100 years or whatever, if you needed to buy a chicken, you didn't go to the grocery store and buy a chicken. You walked down the road and found a neighbor that raised chickens, and you bought a chicken from him. So was he a retail chicken seller, or was he a farmer or rancher? I think he was a little bit of both.
I was thinking today, like, a lot, like, as I was doing all this and paying bills and budgeting and planning ahead, like,
I'm glad you do all that.
I spend more time, and there's more stress involved anymore than, like, in the retail side of things, in the cash flow side of things, in the running the front end of the businesses, than there is like I'll go pull weeds and raise a vegetable and enjoy that process. And like, I enjoy the retail side of things too, but like, it's a completely different stress. It's a different workload. It's a different mental load. And it's like, I feel like we're really good ranchers, and we're good. I'm a good farmer and you're a good rancher. And now in the last couple of years, we've had to up a whole different skill set, because we've been selling food for 10 years, but it's completely changed in the last couple of years.
Yep.
I was also looking at like just our sales totals from like, 2019 to now, and they've grown so much because of you guys, but it comes with a whole new headache.
It's all right. Speaking of headaches, EZ asked how the Yukon was doing. Erin gave a deer a giant headache a few weeks ago with our GMC Yukon when she smoted him and put him to his grave, which also put the Yukon to the grave.
It was a girl. It was a doe.
It was. Last reports we had, we actually were excited because they said they weren't going to total the Yukon. They were going to fix it and get it back to us, which then would save us a car payment. Now what's going on, Erin?
So State Farm did an estimate. They took it to Casper. They did an estimate. They said, yeah, we can fix it. Brought it back to Gillette, to the body shop. Body shop estimate came in higher than the value, so it's totaled. So now we got to go have a car payment.
Now we're short a car, though. That kind of sucks. So
I'm kind of. I mean, like, as hard as we work and stuff, like, I hate spending money. Hate it. Love making money. Hate spending money.
you spend money to make money, though. So, like, we make money, and then it's like going out the door just as fast as we have to process cows. We have to make jerky. We have to do all this stuff. We have inventory.
Yeah.
We have a lot of meat. It's in the freezers. We have a lot of jerky.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make you any money until it sells.
No,
so
I
it's
mean,
just costing you money.
I paid bills today, and I wrote over $10,000 worth of checks today, guys. Like, that's what we do around here. And, like, a lot of it is holiday, like, retail side of things and stuff, right? But I also, like planning for the next 3 months, like, we have $50,000 to $60,000 in bills coming up in the next few months. So, like, please order jerky. So, like, the cash...
And that doesn't include a new car.
Yeah, the cash flow side of things is one of the biggest stressors. When we get jerky made, it's when we do these big, like, when we take 10 steers and we take pigs and we have jerky done, like, the bill to Sturgis alone can be $15,000 at one time.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, that trailer of beef looks great. That check that we wrote to Sturgis does not look great. So, yeah, I hate spending money. I really didn't want, like, the Yukon is a 2010 with 150,000 miles on it, and, like, I was like, this is great. Let's just drive it till
the wheels fall off of it. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I don't want a car payment. It's not a good time to buy a used car. It's not a good time to buy a new car.
It's a mess.
I think, and, like, our sales guy that we bought the truck from he's been trying to help us. We've kind of been looking. Because it's a lot of money, even a used car is a lot of money. I'm not going to buy something I don't want. And so, like, if it takes us 6 months to get a car, it takes us 6 months.
He's going to call tomorrow and be like, I found you your car. And we're going to be like, crap.
I just really don't care. Like, I don't care if we only have one vehicle for a while.
Yeah.
There was a time where, like, okay, so before we bought the truck, in my adult life, I had only ever bought new cars. Like, I was fortunate enough to be able to do that. I just can't do, I see no point.
Yeah.
And, like, I just want to spend my money on other things.
Let's answer a few more questions before we wrap things up for the day. From H.T. Spencer, thank you for being here on the very first time. Got another question from you. Difficult transition from rancher to YouTuber. I think the transition isn't something that's actually made. I mean, I still have to be a rancher. Otherwise, there is no YouTube. The problem is working both of them side by side, and that's where not so much a transition, it's more of a merging. So when people, and you're not the first one to ask me about the transition from rancher to YouTuber, it's not a transition, it's more of a merging of the two and trying to figure out how to do both and how to do both well at the same time, which I'm still trying to figure out. Being
a YouTuber is ultimately about marketing, right? And presenting what we do on the ranch and how we raise your guys' food. To some extent, what people in agriculture are doing to raise the food, the struggles that we go through. There's universal messages that all ranchers, all farmers deal with, like working every day. Things being difficult, but still doing it. Like, that happens across the agriculture sector, no matter who you are. But it's ultimately all about marketing, right? And, like, we have a product to sell, and we're trying to market that. And we have, on the flip side, before we were ranchers and farmers, we were in marketing. Correct. Yeah. Before we came to this world, we worked in radio and marketing. Yeah, basically. We do deliver to the UK. Depends on what you order, though. Thank you,
beef jerky and meat and stuff like that can't be sent outside of the US, but you can order cups and sweatshirts and all that kind of stuff. And we actually, you can get it sent directly to you. So, most of the cattle on the ranch are Angus cattle. Those are what Gilbert always raised, my father-in-law. Also, this is Angus country, so if you show up at auction with something else, you're probably going to take a ding on it. So it's not a bad idea to kind of go with the flow when it comes to Angus cattle. Do you miss working in radio? Gary wanted to be a DJ since he was a kid. I saw in the Ghostbusters movie, one of the kids is talking about, he said, you're famous, you can do whatever you want. You could be an influencer or even a DJ. And I was like, I've been both of those. Yeah, I mean... the pay's about the same. A little bit, rancher Aaron don't pay me anything, so it's all good. You get paid more now than you did as a DJ. Yeah, I do, but I have to get it from you. I didn't have to go beg anybody for money. When I met Mike, he made $24,000 a year. I did. There's no money. Less than that at one point. There's no money in small radio. Yeah. It's really tough. Salespeople make more money
than DJs do.
Of course, yeah. That's why we hated salespeople. Speaking of which, speaking of marketing and all that kind of good stuff, we're getting ready to wrap things up for you. But I do have one thing that I'm going to throw out there for you guys, which is going to basically demonetize this video because it is a copyrighted song.
Why? Why are you going to do that?
I made it for you. You said it was fine.
I didn't listen to the music.
Did you not watch it at all?
I know I watched it. I didn't pay attention. Come on, I just paid the bills. Can I mail all those bills? I was expecting this to be monetized.
No, of course not. Why would it be monetized? So we have a gift basket or a gift box online that you can order, and Erin came up with it. It's called the Be Like Mike gift box. It includes here. I'll show you a quick picture of it. It includes a black hat,
which you wear all the time except for in videos.
Yeah, a lot of times. Some jerky, which I'm guessing is teriyaki jerky because that's my.
It's your favorite.
My most favorite type of jerky. A belt buckle. Now these are actually handmade here in the United States in
Ohio?
New Hampshire or.
I thought it was the Midwest.
Maybe it's somewhere. Doug is the guy's name that makes them. Now I don't remember where he's from. He makes these belt buckles by hand, and then of course our Wyoming Life keychain there for you. That's the Be Like Mike.
Yeah, you
pack.
Can look and eat like Mike.
Look and eat like Mike. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. So in order, just to, Erin said, can you make me a short commercial about the Be Like Mike pack?
I really thought you were going to do something cheesy and different.
It is different.
Like you were going to make fun of yourself.
Well, I could do that too.
You made a nice commercial.
I did. I had to go back to something. Guys, check it out.
Sometimes I dream that he is me. Got to see that's how I dream to be.
I dream I move, I dream I groove, like Mike. If I could be like Mike, I wanna be like Mike. Like Mike, if I could be like Mike, be like Mike. Oh, be like Mike. Yeah, I try. Just need to fly.
Just one day if I could be that way. I dream I move.
Guys, thank you very much for hanging out with us this evening. We really do appreciate it. Be sure to subscribe, follow along as we continue to explore the ranch life and escape the ordinary. Head on over to the website, ourwyominglife.com. You can find out where else you can find us, including Facebook, Instagram, and Erin's new TikTok channel, where you can watch Erin do whatever it is that Erin does. What was your last TikTok about?
The dog chasing a laser. Where is the dog?
I don't know. The dog is missing now. I have no idea. We got to find the dog, guys. Thank you
And
very
then I
much.
talked about eggs, the one before that.
Oh.
And the goats are on there, and yeah, I mean, we just do stuff occasionally, a couple times a week.
A little of this and a little of that. Thank you, guys. Head on over to the website. Get your Christmas shopping done early. We do have a video coming out on Wednesday here the holiday week. Are we going to do a weekly vlog, seeing as it's Thanksgiving? I think we can work our way through
I guess
that.
everyone wants to know what we do for Thanksgiving.
Let's do something for Thanksgiving. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Have a great Thanksgiving. We'll see you next time right here on our Wyoming Life and on Beyond the Ranch or wherever we happen to be. Oh, and thank you to our moderators too. Guys, I forgot. Bill the Tractor Man, Zach Hewitt, Lori Hable.